Hello everyone, welcome to Rivers Reflects Podcast 1. So we're going to start up this podcast. We want to do a deep dive into all our songs together, the musicianship, the inspiration, motivation, just how it all came together, where we were, what time of our lives, all of that fun stuff. We do want to have guest musicians on as well. So yeah, we'll just, the more we expand and grow, obviously we'll have some cool names on hopefully. But yeah, so today we're focusing on Golden Hour. And if you haven't seen it yet, we've just posted it on Facebook, Spotify, all of that fun stuff. Very fun song. But before we get to that, just a couple of thank yous. Thank you to Derek Turner,
Thanks, Derek.
Quarterpipe Studios and record label.
Yep.
He fixed up the mix, did the analog master, made it sound like legit, way better than I have tried to do for the last 10 years. Really happy with it. And of course, thank you to Rachel Roxy. She came and helped with the little photo shoot we
Thanks,
did at Budai Beach.
Budai Beach. Rach, you know who you are.
Exactly. Yes, I'm just going to look over to the left. That's where my notes are to keep me on track. So first thing is, yes, procrastination.
Yes.
So I have always procrastinated. Not by practicing, by releasing. I'm a bedroom musician. Heavily inspired by John Butler and many a nights of just playing myself to sleep essentially and just waking up, guitar was wherever, on the bed, on the floor, who knows. So I've procrastinated heaps. I believe you haven't done any recording?
Absolutely not.
Yeah?
No
Nothing.
recording. Nothing. Just me and myself.
Bedroom recordings?
Nothing.
Little bits. You sent me one song on piano just after we met and I was like, oof, wow. Sexy.
This is true, yes.
I forgot what song it was. Adele or something?
No,
No,
I think it was. Yeah.
you sure? Wasn't Wicked Game? Chris Isaac?
Yeah, it was.
It was?
Yeah,
There
because
we
my
go.
memory's just not great. Is
Yeah,
it?
because
So,
all Kat said was, I do a bit of singing. And I was just like, yeah, cool. So,
just on my phone.
Alyssa does a bit of singing. This person does a lot of singing. Yeah. Alyssa was my housemate at the time and the lady that I met Kat through. So we'll go over that story in another episode. Today's Golden Hour. Anything to add whilst I quickly look at my notes? Anything you're thinking of? Or
Not yet. I'll just ask as we go.
Yeah.
Yep.
Beautiful. Okay, well, I'll get to it. Yeah. Okay, so Golden Hour. The guitar is inspired by my hero, John Butler. So I'll quickly go over the tuning quickly. It's like a drop, open G with a drop D is guitar lingo. So the first string, obviously got capo on too, but the first string would be C, now it's a D. Then it's G, then it's D, then it's G, then it's B, and then it's D. So essentially, if you strum the bottom 5 strings, that creates an open G chord. And then the drop D doesn't fit. Actually, it kind of sounds quite nice.
No, it's fine.
We'll write a song.
Yeah.
We'll write a song using the drop D. But I kind of use my little thumb to mute the top string, the top E string, to create that open G. So it's pretty much, it's a 1-4-5, more music lingo, which just means it's a 1-4-5, all major chords in the key. So it's a 1, 5, 4, 1. That's the music lingo. I'm going to do music lessons eventually through the podcast.
Yeah.
So the picking style. I love fingerstyle guitar. I've actually just bought those cute little things.
Little Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, they look like
Yeah.
they're full on, but they're going to help kind of crisp it up and sound as if every finger's got its individual pick.
Awesome.
But anyway, so this song, the guitar line essentially was inspired by John Butler's song "Losing You." That has been one of my top 2 of his, obviously "Ocean" and "Losing You." They're my top 2 of his all time. And honestly, I had a bit of a tear watching him in Toowoomba live, and he played "Losing You" into "Ocean," and I was just like,
Nice.
like my top 2 favorite ones.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he does the technique of this, so he kind of plays the top E string, which is tuned down to a D, quite consistently, and then he plays I'll play a bit for you. So it's you can hear this note essentially. So I ripped off that idea / was inspired by that idea to write a song of our own using that.
Cool.
So this is "Losing You," John Butler. Beautiful line. I love it. And he plays with his wife Mama Kin as well. And that's what we want. We want to
we're little baby Mama Kin and John Butler.
Johnny
so.
B, baby Johnny B, and,
Yeah.
and maybe daughter Kim.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah, so that's the guitar line. So obviously, so that's Golden Hour, our song, obviously.
Yeah.
You can see a little bit of the inspiration.
Yeah.
So that was the inspiration behind the hook.
Mm-hmm.
There's another song using the same tuning that John plays, Spring to Come. So that's another one, but it doesn't have the...
It's got that same constant.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
There's actually another song we wrote, All This Time Alone, which uses like a...
Yes.
So that's John's Away for Spring to Come. That's his song, and ours is All This Time Alone, but that's another breakdown.
That's another.
So that's the guitar inspiration behind it, and then the lyrics and the message
Yes.
and the motivation.
Where'd that come from?
Yeah. Do you want to share, or I've talked a lot? Do you want to?
That's okay. I'm learning too.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll start. You just come in when you're ready.
For sure.
Okay. So we're living in Willoughby with my lovely auntie Simone.
Mm-hmm.
We moved from Queensland back to Sydney, where we're both from.
Yes.
And I really missed the sticks of Queensland, where we were living. I missed the country. I missed the folk, all of it. So we would have a little fireplace in the front yard frequently.
Yep.
Yeah.
Where nobody else was.
Would
Just
play.
us two.
Yeah, we'd play our music out loud on Spotify, and not our music, sorry, our playlists,
Yep.
other artists. And we'll just have the dogs cook food on the fire, and then all the neighbours would be like, oh my God, that's such a great idea. Like,
Yeah.
cool, yeah, well, we're doing it. Why don't you do it? So, or come join us.
Get out of the house.
Yeah, either way. But anyway, that was more me missing rural Queensland.
Yeah.
And then this song is all about, like envisioning yourself on the farm, coming home, or your partner coming home, coming home from the day's work or out in the farm doing whatever, and then the golden hour, that like crisp time before it's dark, and then like the world and the sky tells you, okay, let's get ready to relax.
Yeah.
That's what the song starts with. Obviously, the song ends with some like, can you feel?
Yeah.
Some nice higher energy. It's like, maybe that can be, I don't know, the hanky-panky part of the night, or just dancing with the family. Yeah,
Yep.
keep it clean.
Yep.
Yeah.
Keep it clean.
Yeah, keep it
PG,
clean.
just for now, please.
Yeah, so the name of the song, Golden Hour, inspired by Zach Bryan, amazing country artist, is Something in the Orange.
Yep.
That's obviously like an E minor, G chords, so a different key, just like something in the orange. I was like, yeah. He's talking about dawn, I'm kind of talking about dusk.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of like the pairing of the two songs. So that's where it came from. And I guess we won't make this podcast too long for the first one. But yeah, I'll break down the lyrics quickly.
Yeah,
Is that a good idea?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, hopefully you guys will continue listening.
Yeah, yes.
So I can't wait for the golden hour, chain the gate. And I'll meet you in the shower, my love. This life is everything we need. So that's obviously like coming home. I can't wait for you to chain the gate, come home, and there's room enough. My skin is awful tough. Life was rough when the city called my bluff, my love. This life and the golden hour heals. It's obviously like, yeah, we moved back in Sydney. I don't regret it because we're closer to both our families. But like, yeah, it's tuned me up. Just kind of the rudeness on the roads, and it's like not. Yeah, I don't feel too warm just walking the streets in Sydney. There's a lot of eye darting away from people. And that's very stark contrast to Lismore, where you're working.
Correct, yeah.
And then up in Marburg, shout out to the Drop Bear crew, like my jiu-jitsu family up there. Like it's just, there's a wholesomeness of human contact.
Yep.
And actually people wanting to talk to each other.
And being present.
Yeah. So I miss that. I'll check the next note. We're zipping through it actually.
This is good.
Yeah, we can obviously talk about the production techniques as well. I love natural sounds, so I believe in Golden Hour. Did I do a fireplace or I did birds? I think I did birds.
Yep.
Wasn't the magpie? Was it lyrebird?
I think it was lyrebird.
Was that Hey Little Darling?
We have that here. We have the bird
Doodle-oo.
here.
Oh yeah. Doodle-oo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lyrebird. And we've got a lyrebird at home. So every morning we wake up. It's really nice.
Yeah. It'll be annoying, but it's good.
Yeah. And I guess we wrote the song in Willoughby, kind of finished it in Cairns.
Yep.
I was up on a work trip. And then we kind of like did the... So we're just strumming on my little travel guitar at a beautiful apartment overlooking Cairns. And then I can feel,
Yep.
feel the golden hour.
Just dive right into it.
Yeah, so that came quite naturally.
It did.
And I think it was in Cairns where I'm like, yep, song's finished. It's kind of, I write a lot of music and it's kind of half done, half projects. And then there's moments where we just inject it. So instead of me blabbing on, I'd like you to talk a little bit about your singing background shortly, and secondly, like, I guess your just your falsetto or head voice sections of the song and whatever you have to share. Yeah.
Sure. Do you want to do that now?
Yeah, of course.
Cool. So, got lost. So I guess in terms of my history, my singing, to be honest, like I wish I could say, oh yes, it started here and I know exactly at which point in my life and I did this and I had singing school and all that kind of stuff. But not really. Like I think it was literally in primary school where I wanted to join the choir. I was like singing to myself like at home, and then it was basically my mum and my sisters who'd be like, oh yeah, Kat, you sound all right. I was like, oh yeah, cool. So then, at school I would just join the choir, I listen to songs, and I just start humming to myself, and naturally I would just do these like vibrato things, and I'd start to hear like other people sing, and it wasn't too good. So I think just in time throughout like primary and high school, and as I got older and developed, I just got more confident. And so now at this rate, I'm like here I am together, much more confident to be able to just sing and put music out there and just and just put myself out there really, because I never had the confidence to, and it took me a long time. A long time. Yeah.
Yeah, we feed off each other.
We do.
It's like, Kat sings these lines in the shower or wherever.
Yep.
And I'm like, gee, wish I had my phone on me.
Yep.
And then it's like, okay, no, next best thing, go get the guitar and see what we can make from it.
For sure.
So, yeah.
And I would need to record things because I just forget, there's no pattern with me.
We all do.
Yep, just very much improvise.
Yeah.
And,
if someone steals our phones, go through the voice memos. It's interesting.
Yes.
Interesting stuff.
Totally. Yeah. And I guess that's the same thing when I was doing my, vibratos and my falsettos with that bridge. Going into like head and chest voice. Yeah, that's just...
Yeah.
It just
beautiful.
Sort of comes.
It all works. So, I'll transition that into what I love doing. Like, I'm putting my musician hat off and my producer hat on.
Yeah.
I love, like, it's so funny. Like, I put hours and hours of writing, practicing, honing in the guitar vocals.
Everything.
I'm not really a singer. Kat's the natural singer. I sing because I love it. But my guitar is where I'm passionate about, and I guess my voice is catching it slowly.
Yeah,
ever so slowly. But my favorite thing to do when I put my production hat on is like, I've just spent all this time setting the projects up.
Yep.
And I'm like, all right, Kat, when you're ready, come in, record. We'll take 10, 15, 20 takes, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And just, let me work my magic. And I just like...
I'm coming! Just wash the dishes! All good!
Feed the girls, whatever.
Feed the girls, yeah.
We'll see Valerie later. I'm sure she'll come in.
Yeah.
I love to listen to Kat's takes back.
Yeah.
And it's so funny, on the 4 or 5 songs that we're yet to release, it's the same theme where like Kat practices, I send her the bass, like the early takes of the song.
Yep.
She listens to it in the car driving to work.
That's right.
Yeah, and you just work things out. But
yes.
There's never a strict plan. Is that right in saying?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of the time, if I really concentrate and I'm in the car or I'm somewhere on my own, I would definitely analyze it and repeat it and record myself doing that. Yes. But most of the time,
just wing it.
I just wing it. Yeah.
And it works though.
And it
because
works.
Where I come in is I listen to all Kat's takes. And then I use panning, which panning is a production technique. It essentially means you take an audio sample and you choose. Do you want it hard on the left ear, hard on the right ear? Do you want it in the middle? Do you want it kind of like a 45? Either way. Like that's just a technique to create like width, and it makes the songs full. If you can like kind of hear different instruments in different parts, and it makes you feel like they're all like in an arc around you essentially.
Absolutely.
So I like to like throw a cat there. Another one here, and then I come up the middle. Maybe I got a harmony or two, but just to create this like choir effect of "Hey Little Darling," our second song.
Yes,
you'll hear it most. It's like
totally.
Hey, little darling, it's like it's playing with your ears back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, it's quite chaotic.
Yeah, so a little bit of the breakdown of our what we do song, start to finish. Obviously, we write it. We layer on the didgeridoo, harmonica, which Kat plays.
I'm practicing.
It's just practicing, but we've decided for all the video clips, Kat's a harmonica player just to like, I got didge and guitars too much. So you take the harmonica and I'll just show you the little movements.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's good enough.
Yeah. I'm actually alright. Pretty good.
Pretty good. That's about it. So we write the song, I go in there, I like to do like a voice memo of the guitar, like with the metronome in my ear to make it like to get it right, and because then I don't need the expensive mic, I just kind of whack my phone into Logic, which is my music creation software, DAW, it's called, a DAW. I don't know what it stands for, digital something workshop, workplace, I don't know.
Something.
Yeah, I put that in, and then I layer on the didge, the harmonica, the bass, the drums, whatever else, the nature sounds, whatever that's not acoustic guitar or our vocals. And then that creates like, I can feel and hear the song progressing. So when it's time to record our guitars, our 6-string, my auntie's lovely 12-string, I got my dad's 12-string, the Washburn as well. When it's time to layer on the guitar, we've got like the songs, the templates there. And then we like to finish it off with vocals. And then bang, it's sound pretty good.
Really good.
Yeah, and then instead of spending thousands of hours learning how to be a music producer or a sound engineer, we just send it to a champion named Derek. Down south in Sydney. Yeah, and he just puts it through all these like analog machines.
Cleans it up.
It's like hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know, but that stuff can get so expensive.
It's a lot. It's legit.
My notes are off, but that's all right. We're pretty good. We're okay.
Yeah.
So we send it to him. He we go back and forth. Adjust this, adjust that. I want the harmonica to come through here a bit more. And then bang, he puts on an analog master to the sound wave, and then what do you know, we've got a wave file ready for Spotify, ready for iTunes, ready for release. And then obviously we're new to all the filming and podcasting and everything, but as we progress, our filming will get better.
Heaps.
And our ideas will get more elaborate.
Correct. Not as home job.
Yeah.
But it's fine. I think we're pretty relaxed.
Yeah. I think I've said my piece. I've got one thing to say at the very end, but is there anything else you want to add? Just your goals or anything for the podcast, or where you're at now, where you want to be?
I think we're pretty much on the same path, you and I. Yeah. In terms of just releasing our music, getting out there, doing something different. The songs in general are very diverse, and you are a diverse musician. Your songs...
they're all different, at least the first 10. Yeah, they will be. They haven't heard it yet, but they're going to be different. So they're all pretty different.
Yeah, you won't realize it's the same person. But which is really cool. So I'm just I'm happy to be by your side doing this together.
Thank you, darling.
And sort of see where it takes us, and have fun at the same time, and not take it too seriously, which is always the goal. Yeah.
So our short-term 6 to 12-month goal. Obviously, first album. I've got about a good 40 or so that we could release, but let's just stick to 10 to 12 for now. So far this is Golden Hour, the breakdown. We've got Hey Little Darling, Numb, Vagabond, Where I Belong. They're the next 4 that we've planned. It's a bit open for the Nonchalant, number 6. There's going to be acoustic style songs. There's going to be Numb is a very personal song, which I wrote about my childhood and my brother Jordan's childhood. Hey Little Darling is a fun one. Chaotic. That's out next.
Yeah.
We've got... What's the other one? Vagabond. It's an old song. Some of you may have already heard it.
Yep.
It's real kind of Nick Cavey, deep vocals.
Awesome.
Yeah, kind of Middle Earth / Witcher.
Yep.
Setting. So Derek's got that one. He's doing his magic with that one.
Yeah.
Where I Belong, quickly. That's the one I actually just recorded today. Mm-hmm. That's going to be the album opener. It's one of my favourite songs I've ever written. It's
Little sneak peek.
yeah, a little sneak peek. I wouldn't be in a rush into life. Anyway, that's all you get for now. But yeah, that is a fun one. It follows the template of Golden Hour, where it's got like the acoustic build up, 4 or 5 of our vocals.
Yep.
We've got like a kind of like Afrikaans section at the end.
Yes.
Massive build up, 4 or 5 guitars, harmonica. Yep. David, one of my good mates, is going to layer on some amazing piano. Mm-hmm. That's going to be the album opener, and that one I'm really excited to be like the encore song. Like, one more when we start to play.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the last goal before we wrap it up is I would love September next year, October, sometime next year, if friends and family can come to our hometown, Avoca Beach. We're in the Central Coast. I'll book out Avoca Theatre, which is the theatre I used to watch movies in as a young fella with my family. We used to come up here for Christmas. I'd love to sell that place out. Not even sell it. Fuck, I'll give... Oh, jeez. I didn't swear the whole... I didn't swear the whole podcast on the house, right?
Doesn't matter.
We'll give free tickets. I just want everyone there that we weren't there to watch like an official show, and then I'll buy some videographers. I'll hire some.
Yep.
And get like a video package and then kind of make like a DVD. I've got some big business and marketing ideas I just need the time to do it. Yep. Really.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We've got time. And I think, a part of that too, we've got one more, which is the Hesitate, which that's the name of the song. Yeah. So I guess one of my goals is to actually, write a song.
Hesitate's it.
And Hesitate will be it. So that's going to be exciting.
Yeah, Kat's already started writing it.
Yeah,
I've given her like the template of kind of Teskey Brothers style.
Yeah,
16-bar blues, 6/4 timing.
Yeah,
A major I think we've settled on, and then just like I don't want to touch like this your baby.
Yes,
you asked me for advice and
correct,
and let's get you writing songs as well. Yeah, I won't take a drink as a wrap up. Cool. Yeah, so that's it. Next episode is going to be Hey Little Darling. Chaotic, fun one, fun guitar.
Correct.
Fun didge. My father sells didgeridoos at Jimmy's Didgers up in Coranda Village in North Queensland. And he's been going out west with the elders for over 20, 25 years. Searching for trees, cutting them down, carving them in his shed, painting them. So I'm so like, it's amazing having like a family outlet and a provider of instruments, and I would love to add a lot of the didge to our songs. And then Oliver Rivers Music Academy, I'll be launching that soon. So I'm going to be doing beginners guitar, intermediate guitar, advanced guitar, specific song breakdowns. If there's some requests of certain songs of our songs, I'll break down exactly how to play those from beginner to advanced, so people can just follow on. Thinking about doing some vocal courses, other instruments, things like that, and of course one-on-one sessions. In person, sure, but most likely over the internet. It's just a bit easier because we live away from Sydney. So anyway, thank you so much for joining Rivers Reflects podcast number 1. And hopefully we'll get you again for episode number 2.
Be kind to us.
Yeah, please.
Okay.
Thank you so much for listening to the first episode of the podcast, guys. We really appreciate it. One last thing before we wrap it up. I have included a link to a PayPal system thingy-majiggy, so obviously we're independent artists. You don't make money in the music industry unless you hit it big time. So any contributions you guys are happy to send, they'll go directly to music production, buying equipment, music equipment, videoing equipment, things like that, to get us going. We really appreciate it. Second episode will be out in a week or 2, and please keep listening. Thank you so much.
And I can't wait for the golden hour, chain the gate, and I'll meet you in the shower, my love. This life is everything we need. There's room enough. My skin is awful tough. Life was rough when the city called my bluff, my love. This life in the golden hour heals. My love, this life in the golden hour heals. Light the fire. Let's get high in warm desire. Clear your mind. Your words are always kind, my love. This night will clear away the day. Boil a tea. You sit right next to me. Let's live slow. It's over before you know, my love. Your touch and the golden hour heals. My love, your touch and the golden hour heals. Can